Some mysteries refuse to be forgotten. Some legends never fade. And some conspiracies demand to be uncovered. This is Codename Unknown. Mysteries, conspiracies, and legends. Where expert investigator and host Jackson Wolf dives deep into history's most perplexing enigmas, chilling folklore, and secretive cover-ups. Each week, he pushes the boundaries of what we know, uncovering hidden truths and questioning the stories we've been told. The search for answers begins now. Open your mind, question everything, and step into the shadows.
Welcome, dear listeners, to Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. Today's journey takes us into the enigmatic world of the Ouija board, an intriguing and controversial tool that has captivated imaginations for generations. Whether you're here as a seasoned ghost hunter or a curious skeptic, there's something here for everyone. Our episode today, Whispers Beyond the Veil, the Ouija Experience, aims to unravel the mystery, culture, and psychology behind this fascinating object. Let's start by exploring the historical origins of the Ouija board. Its birth can be traced back to the spiritualist movement of the 19th century. In a world hungry for communication beyond the grave, the Ouija board provided a simple and effective means to purportedly reach the other side. Originally marketed as a parlor game, it quickly transformed into a cultural phenomenon. The name Ouija itself is said to have derived from the mix of the French and German words for yes, although some suggest a more mystical origin, with the planchette supposedly spelling it out during an early session. It's important to note that various forms of communication tools akin to the Ouija board were already in existence before its commercialization, but it was the spread of spiritualism and the mass production capabilities that launched Ouija into the public's consciousness. As the decades have progressed, the board has evolved alongside societal changes, weaving itself into popular culture, entertainment, and folklore. From haunted tales to infamous urban legends, the Ouija board remains a fixture in both fictional and claimed real-life supernatural experiences. Now let's delve into the cultural perceptions and the mystique surrounding the Ouija board. It's fascinating to observe how different cultures and societies interpret this tool. In the United States, for example, the Ouija board is often depicted in a sinister light, thanks in part to portrayals in horror films and literature. This has given it a somewhat ominous reputation, with perceptions divided between seeing it as a harmless game or a dangerous gateway to malevolent spirits. In contrast, in some Eastern cultures, similar divination tools are viewed with a more neutral or even positive outlook, integrated into rituals and communal gatherings. The Japanese use of the kokuri-san game is a prime illustration, where it serves as both a social activity and a storytelling tool. The mystique of the Ouija board lies in its ability to evoke deep emotions, from fear to curiosity. This is amplified by the narratives we are exposed to that detail encounters with the unknown, where users report mysterious and often inexplicable experiences. It's this dance between belief and doubt, fear and fascination, that keeps people returning to the board, whispering their queries into the ether with eager anticipation. Personal anecdotes and first-hand accounts are an integral part of the ongoing mystery surrounding the Ouija board. I've spoken to numerous individuals who have shared chilling and sometimes profound experiences. People often approach these tales with a healthy dose of skepticism, but the powerful impact these experiences have on those involved is undeniable. One account detailed a group of friends who began a session with playful curiosity, only to end with one member receiving what they claimed was a deeply personal message from a deceased relative, information they believed no one else could have known. Stories like these blur the line between reality and the supernatural, leaving lasting impressions and a mix of doubt and belief. Another individual shared their experience of a session that seemed to fuel a series of disturbing events, with unexplained movements of household objects and nocturnal disturbances. While skeptics might cite coincidence or psychological suggestion, the emotional intensity of these encounters leaves a mark that persists long after the planchette has stopped moving. It's essential to understand that whether these stories speak to genuine interactions with another realm or the power of the mind, manifesting fear and expectation, the psychological effects are real and profound. Speaking of psychology, the Ouija board provides us with a fascinating lens to explore the human mind. Engaging with the board taps into a concept known as the ideomotor effect, a psychological phenomenon where individuals make motions unconsciously. Participants contribute small movements that can seem guided by unseen forces, creating an eerie sense that the board is communicating with them. This is where the power of suggestion comes into play. Our brains are wired to seek patterns and meanings, especially in ambiguous circumstances. When engaging in a Ouija session, any seemingly coherent message can spark our imaginations, leading us to wonder about the presence of something beyond our understanding. Furthermore, the group dynamics during a Ouija board session can influence the experience significantly. The idea of collective belief plays a crucial role. When everyone contributes to the narrative of a mystical communication, it forms a communal bond and reinforces the perceived authenticity of the results. This shared experience can lead to powerful emotions and a belief in the occurrence of something extraordinary, even when each participant may independently doubt its validity. The sociological implications of collective experiences during Ouija board sessions are worth examining as well. Engaging with the board often draws people together in a shared quest for answers, reflective of humanity's broader search for meaning and understanding. These sessions can surface ingrained cultural attitudes towards the supernatural, echoing societal beliefs and fears. In a social context, Ouija sessions often serve as a rite of passage or a common experience among friends, particularly during moments of transition or change. Such moments include the college dorm room experience, where curiosity, tradition, and peer influence meld together to create an environment ripe for exploration of the unknown. Interestingly, many people who participate in these sessions may not wholeheartedly believe in the possibility of supernatural communication. Instead, they are often drawn to the board by the allure of the unknown, the thrill of fear, or the simple desire to challenge their own perceptions. This shared curiosity acts as a powerful motivator, reinforcing group dynamics and the cultural perpetuation of Ouija board lore. Yet, with all the tales and beliefs surrounding the Ouija board, skepticism remains a prevalent aspect of the discussion. Many argue about the effectiveness and authenticity of the board's ability to act as a conduit to otherworldly realms. This skepticism often stems from scientific reasoning, with critics emphasizing the lack of empirical evidence supporting the board's supernatural claims. Skeptics point to the ideomotor effect as a primary explanation for the movement of the planchette, suggesting that involuntary muscle movements, combined with group dynamics and suggestion, account for the mysterious outcomes experienced by users. This naturalistic perspective sees the Ouija board not as a portal to another dimension, but as a tool for understanding our expectations and cognitive biases. These discussions around authenticity are essential for maintaining a balanced perspective on the Ouija board. They remind us of the need to question what we perceive and recognize how powerful our minds can be in shaping our experiences. And yet, despite these logical explanations, the board's persistent allure continues to draw both believers and skeptics alike, each eager to test their doubts or reaffirm their beliefs in the unknown. While skepticism holds a significant space in the narrative of the Ouija board, the fascination with related phenomena and stories from popular culture can't be overlooked. The Ouija board has found its way into everything from classic horror films to modern thrillers, further cementing its status as a symbol of the unknown and the supernatural. One of the most famous stories is that of the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, a ghostly figure reportedly captured in a photograph following a Ouija board session. While the authenticity of such events is perpetually in question, these stories contribute to the board's legend and continue to be shared and celebrated. In scripted media, Ouija boards serve both as a narrative device and as a source of atmospheric tension. From The Exorcist to newer films like Ouija, The board's representation in media reinforces its reputation as a mysterious and potentially dangerous tool. These cultural portrayals feed into the cycle of belief and skepticism, making the Ouija board a perennial subject of interest and speculation. Even if one does not subscribe to belief in the supernatural, the stories surrounding the Ouija board offer a fascinating exploration of human psychology and cultural storytelling. As we delve further into the world of the Ouija board, we're faced with exploring the boundaries between belief, fear, and curiosity. Why do people continue to turn to the board in the face of skepticism and fear? The answer lies in our fundamental desire to understand the unknown and to connect with something beyond ordinary experience. The Ouija board acts as a manifestation of this desire, embodying the bittersweet intersection of curiosity and dread. For many, the act of communicating through the board is both thrilling and terrifying, a dance between wanting to know the unknowable and fearing what one might uncover. This complex interplay of emotions is a testament to the human condition, where the yearning for insight into the supernatural reflects broader questions of existence and the afterlife. By confronting these questions through the relatively safe conduit of the Ouija board, individuals can explore larger existential themes within themselves and their communities. Indeed, the Ouija board invites us to challenge the essentials of reality, to ponder the depths of our psyche, and to entertain the possible truths that might exist just beyond the veil of our perception. It engages us in a conversation that transcends the physical realm, opening up pathways for dialogues about life's greater mysteries. Before we wrap up, I want to extend an invitation to you, our listening audience. Your experiences with the Ouija board or any supernatural encounters you've had are vital to understanding this complex phenomenon. I encourage you to share your stories, whether they have instilled belief, skepticism, or a mixture of both. Perhaps you have a theory or an angle we haven't explored that could shed new light on these mystifying occurrences. Feel free to reach out with your experiences or questions. Who knows, your story could become part of a future episode. Engaging with our audience is a unique facet of our podcast, allowing us to build a community of curious thinkers, each contributing to the unraveling of the unknown. Whether you engage in a Ouija session yourself or simply ponder the intricacies of its legacy, your voice is an essential piece of this expansive puzzle. As you ponder these stories and theories, remember that the mysteries of the Ouija board, like many questions of the supernatural, may never have clear-cut answers. Yet it is within the pursuit and exploration of these mysteries that we find an enriched understanding of ourselves and the world. And there you have it, dear listeners. Another enthralling episode of Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. Today we've traversed the mystical landscape of the Ouija board, exploring its origins, its role in culture, and its powerful psychological and sociological effects. From first-hand accounts that sent shivers down our spines to the skeptical analyses that ground us in reality, we've examined the Ouija board from all angles. Although skepticism persists, the allure of the unknown keeps the spirit of curiosity alive, a testament to humanity's enduring quest for answers. We hope that today's exploration has sparked something within you, igniting a curiosity that asks not just whether something is real, but what it means and how it challenges our understanding of the world. Remember, the value of our explorations lies not always in the answers we find, but in the questions we dare to ask. Thank you for joining us on this journey beyond the veil. Continue to challenge the narratives, question the known, and never shy away from the mysteries that await discovery. Until next time, stay curious and stay engaged, because in the realm of Codename Unknown, there is always more to uncover.
You've been listening to Codename Unknown, Mysteries, Conspiracies, and Legends. The search for answers never stops, and the truth is always waiting to be uncovered. If you enjoyed the journey, subscribe to us, and don't miss what's next. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning everything.